Hey guys, I'm going to read you a couple stories out of Aesop's Fables. Um, in this book, there are different types of stories. Fables kind of share life lessons like generosity, sharing, um, how to properly take care of each other, and helping just other people out in general. So I'm going to read you a couple stories out of these that all have to do with animals. So the first one's called The Wolf and the Crane. And I'll read you a couple stories out of this, periodically. The Wolf and the Crane. A wolf once got a bone stuck in his throat, so he went to a crane and begged her to put her long bill down his throat and pull it out. "I'll make it worth your while," he added. The crane did as she asked and got the bone out quite easily. The wolf thanked her warmly and was just turning away when she cried, "What about that fee of mine?" "Well, what about it?" snapped the wolf, baring his teeth as he spoke. "He can go about boasting that you once put your head into a wolf's mouth and didn't get it bitten off. What more do you want?" So the lesson learned here, it says, "In serving the wicked, expect no reward, and be thankful if you escape injury for your pains." So typically, you all know, a wolf would have killed a crane helping out. But long story short here, the wolf needed the help, and so the crane was generous and helped out the wolf. All right, on to the next story. So another one about the wolf. It's called The Wolf and the Lamb. Here's the picture. The wolf and the lamb. A wolf came upon a lamb straying from the flock and felt some reluctance about taking the life of so helpless a creature without some plausible excuse. So he cast about for a grievance and said at last, "Last year, sir, you grossly insulted me." "That is impossible, sir," bleated the lamb, "for I wasn't born then." "Well," retorted the wolf, "you feed in my pastures." "That can't be," replied the lamb, "for I have never yet tasted grass." "You drink from my spring, then?" continued the wolf. "Indeed, sir," said the poor lamb, "I have never yet drunk anything but my mother's milk." "Well, anyhow," said the wolf, "I'm not going without my dinner." And he sprang upon the lamb and devoured it without more ado. So this one just teaches about being hypocritical about things, and so these are all things that the wolf did and expected the sheep to follow his rules, but the wolf was breaking his own rules. So that just is what being hypocritical is. The wolf and the lamb. So the little lamb was a baby. He hadn't even ever broken any rules before. All right, another one about a wolf. It's called The Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. A wolf resolved to disguise himself in order that he might prey upon a flock of sheep without fear of detection. So he clothed himself in a sheepskin and slipped among the sheep when they were out at pasture. He completely deceived the shepherd when the flock was penned for the night. He was shut in with them, but that very night, as it happened, the shepherd, requiring a supply of mutton for the table, laid his hands on the wolf, mistaking him for a sheep, and finished him off with his knife on the spot. Harm seek, harm find. So the wolf's intentions were bad. So bad things ended up happening to the wolf in the end. Just wanted to read you a couple goodnight stories. I hope you have a good night. I'll see y'all later.